I want to tell you. Ken Bernard's winemaker, owner of Ancien wines, based in Coombsville. So I'm often asked the question, Coombsville Pinot Noir, really? Where did that come from? And the interesting thing is it was the first variety planted in Coombsville. So I like to tell people only the visionaries make Pinot Noir from Coombsville. And I'm not just talking about myself. So I make a wine from the Mink Vineyard, which was custom planted for me back in 1995. Special planting of a couple of different clones, Swan clone and Dijon 115. But the real visionary who planted the Haynes Vineyard back in 1966 was Louis Martini Sr. And so there's just a long history of great Pinot Noir being produced in Coombsville. Even with climate change, etc., it remains the coldest nighttime lows of any of my vineyards, stretching all the way from Oregon to Santa Rita Hills.
Why do you get asked that question? Like, why
because
Coombsville's not known?
Because there's not very much of it. There's just not very much Pinot Noir grown in Coombsville, and I think partly because it's a microclimate. It needs to be in the bench section of Coombsville where the cold settles at night. And the soils are spectacular. I like to point that out because they're so unique for Pinot Noir. Here's the Mink Vineyard, the volcanic ash, we call it tufa. But as well, I think Cabernet does better on the slopes of Coombsville where it gets southwest sunlight exposure, a little bit more warmth. And then of course you have the fact that Cabernet is a little bit more luxuriant growing. It likes to produce a little bit more crop. It's a little bit easier to grow than Pinot Noir. And because Coombsville can kind of go either way, it's sort of naturally gravitated that direction.
Got it. Very cool. Anything else?
That's all I got for you right now.
Very good.